Greetings and welcome to the No Carbs, No Sugar podcast. This is episode number 1 titled Introduction. Here are some of the topics I'm planning to cover on my podcast on a regular basis: nutrition, exercise, supplements, motivation, and accountability. Now, I placed nutrition at the very top of my list because I believe that 80% of our success in trying to become more healthy and staying healthy depends on our nutritional choices. And of course, the other factors are also quite important, such as exercise. Well, supplements are somewhat important, motivation, and of course, accountability. I also placed accountability on this list because the format of my podcast will include lots of sharing of my personal journey in trying to become more healthy and staying healthy for as long as possible. Now, the name for my podcast, No Carbs, No Sugar, is not an attempt to promote any kind of lifestyle such as the ketogenic lifestyle. In fact, I'm not even doing a keto diet, but it's simply an indication of my personal preference when it comes to food choices. More on this in the episodes to come. In the meantime, I want to thank you for joining me on my podcast. Thank you for listening to my first episode. I hope to see you next time. I'd like to close this episode with the same phrase I would like to close every episode I ever record on this podcast. And that's a short phrase from the great Paul the Apostle, which he wrote in the New Testament in the book of Galatians. And he wrote that we always reap what we sow. Of course, he was talking about our spiritual lives there, but the lesson can be easily applied to any aspect of our lives: our health, our family life, our relationships, our careers, our financial well-being, and of course, our spiritual lives. And basically what it means is that the kind of effort we put in trying to achieve something will determine the kind of result we get in the end. Well, thank you for listening to my first episode, and don't forget, we always reap what we sow. See you next time.